Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 war. Hello, chat. Hello, lurkers. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going okay. I'm a little off today, so I might just try and do a quick mirror dungeon run here before we really get into things. Especially since, you know, you might be wondering, gee, Raven, I thought you had a surgery. What the fuck are you doing back so soon? I thought you were gonna be gone for a whole month. Well, as it turns out, I am denied yet again by another random act of whatever gods there may be. Because, as it turns out, the weekend before the surgery, like the Friday before, Thursday before maybe, I think I might have told y'all about how I had like a scratchy throat on Thursday, the week before the surgery or whatever. You know, I went and kind of woke up feeling kind of shitty, and it went away. Thought I was dehydrated. No, I had a viral infection that doesn't really happen in adults. It's an unusual thing to catch as an adult, and I caught it anyway. If you ever heard of RSV, that's what I got. If you haven't heard of it, you've probably had it. A lot of kids, a lot of like toddlers get it when they're like around 2 years old. Most people have caught it. And it's just kind of a shitty viral like upper respiratory infection. Had that as a baby and was in intensive care. Yeah. When you're really young, it fucks you up real good and fast. It's as an adult, it's a really bad, like, it's one of the worst colds you've ever had in your life. So I was laid up all fucked up on Tylenol and ibuprofen to keep the fever down and shit, and I was sleeping bad, and I was, you know, it just was not conducive to even getting out of bed. So I made the call and decision to just kind of like inform the old surgical team that I would not be showing up on the day, and I knew they wouldn't operate on me even if I did, because I had a fever, and it was a bad one. It was like 103 point something before it cycled down to like 98. Because that's what my fevers do. They get really high, and then they cycle back a little bit. And then they go back to being really high, and they just keep bouncing back and forth between those things until I'm either dead or the virus is fucked off, you know? It was a terrible time. Couldn't really get out of bed, could barely eat. I lost like 7 pounds in 5 days, which really good for my blood pressure. Not good for anything else. I had a couple days after the infection cleared out that I could like, it was hard for me to stand up still. Shaky legs and all that kind of shit. It sucked ass. And on top of it, my surgery's been pushed to like July because that's when they had a slot. So the reason it took me so long to get back is because I was kind of fucking depressed after all that and just not feeling great in general. I did get Transbeam Ryoshu, yeah, and I got Maximum Bee Swarm Marcel as well. It's very funny. So on the downside, I missed my surgery and it sucks. On the upside, I have funny. I was here for Limbus anniversary and Walpeepee, so. Pretty big downside, pretty small upside in the grand scheme of things, but we take what we can get, and I'm here. And I'm glad that you all are here as well. Hello, G-Force. Hello, Possum. Properly greet you all now that you are here. I got, Dingus Sinclair, Pinky Sinclair from my guaranteed, ticket. That's been pretty cool. I'm still kind of trying to figure out how he actually works, but I think I've got a handle on it now when I actually, like, you know, do things instead of win rate.
제한 명령 지역으로 이동.
And I think I grabbed some other, like, minor stuff that I'm not really using from the other anniversary kicker tickets.
대상 확인, 철침탄, 트랜지션, 확산탄.
Oh, and I did the really smart thing of getting full stop Heathcliff instead of Furukumo Heathcliff. Once I got all the shards I needed, I figured I probably should since Walpeepee was here, and you know, Furukumo Heathcliff will just be around. But that does mean I gotta really focus on getting his shards again for the rest of this season until I get him. I got a couple announcers from bum rushing from like mag dumping my lunacy into the, what do you call it? The Walpeepee banner.
여유탄 회수.
It really messed with all my gacha dailies, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Barely being able to get out of bed is really rough on playing the video games that you want to play. Even when they're available on your phone, it's just not easy.
채워지지 않을 공허를 남겨주지.
We had to get an air mattress out in the living room since I have a loft bed normally. And since I couldn't really stand up, trying to get me to climb a ladder up into a bed that, you know, is only a little bit shorter than me at its highest point is a little dangerous. So that was uncomfortable too. It was, you know, chat. I imagine you can sympathize with the simple concept that being really sick fucking sucks. I don't think I really got to explain that to you, and I'm not, I guess, but. Sometimes you just gotta say stuff that everybody knows. And something that everybody knows is that being sick sucks ass. Sick equals bad indeed. Hello, Joy Boy. Welcome back. We're gonna be starting, what do you call it? Honglu's Kanto after I finish this Mirror Dungeon run. We meet again, pro gamer. You know, every time I call myself a pro gamer, people laugh at me. It's almost like it's almost kind of true, but not enough that people accept it as real. Am I technically a professional? At what point, is there like an income level where you have to meet where people will like actually accept you as something other than an amateur? Because I definitely do not make enough money to pay bills off of this. All the money we get from y'all with bits and shit goes back into the channel. Do I have a bottle opener? Wait, these are twist off. These are the. You know, chat. You ever get soda in glass bottles with the like metal bottle caps, but they're not like they're like twist off metal bottle caps? And they just like exist purely to rip the fucking shit out of your palms. Because they're asked to get off with a bottle opener. I hate those. I hate them so much. They're the worst bottle caps in existence. Paper towels save my hands from pain and bloodshed. Channel my inner Steve before for a second. It's about true gaming spirit and willpower, which you have lots of. I suppose I do have lots of that. Pretty sure the actual defining line between professional and amateur is whether or not you can make a living off of it. Amateurs do shit for the love of the game. And they don't get paid for it. And because they don't get paid for it, people often assume amateurs are bad at stuff, which they often are. It's not necessarily untrue, but that is the actual dividing line, as far as I'm aware, between the words. Whether that's correct to the usage of the language, I don't think so, but... You got Ryoshu and pulled on the main banner so you could pity for Nitsak announcer. Pulled Solemn Greg in Sharded for Solemn Song and Night Road, yeah. Very nice. I pulled as hard as I could until I got both Ryoshu and Merceau, and I am so very happy for that decision. I managed to grab a couple announcers off the actual gacha, and I pity Sharded. God damn it. I forgot his name. Everybody loves him. We just had a boss fight with him. He's the guy from the middle. His name is slipping my mind. He's our Majima. He's our absolute. He's fucking hilarious. Hair coupon guy. What is his name? God damn it. Ricardo. Yes, I got the Ricardo announcer because I watched the video for it on someone's YouTube channel to see what it was, and it was hilarious. So I decided to grab it. And I got Vergilius off the gacha. The grocery store I go to has their own like personal brand as expected. And they have a really good black cherry soda. Forgot what kind of cherry it was, but it's good shit, is what it is. Hilarious how Vergilius bullies you if you're AFK. Does he? I didn't see that. That's funny as shit. Alright. One of these days I'll actually unlock hard mode for... He knocks on the glass. I'll actually unlock hard mode for Mirror Dungeons. Really, you fuckers? Give me the orb! Bastards. There, finally. I saw that they gave us the ability to just use, whatever IDs animations we feel like. Or whatever. Just use an ID as a skin. That's funny. That was a cool idea.
채워지지 않을 공허를 남겨주지.
What am I gonna do with this goddamn channel once I'm finished the Linda's story? Because we only got one more conto after this one, right? For a resource price, but it's just like a vanity thing. It's not necessary. It's just if you feel like you want to kind of thing. And people who've been playing the game forever don't really have anything else to do with those resources at this point anyway. So it's more for older players, people who are more secure in their position. Have I done Ruina yet? I have not, and I haven't done Lobotomy Corporation either. But I was playing God of War. I intended to finish that at some point. So maybe I could put Lobotomy and Ruina on the list. That's definitely a good idea. Project Moon has definitely proven their quality and the worth of their games. Ruina is probably closer to Limbus than the hell you've heard Lobotomy Corp is. Isn't Lobotomy Corporation kind of like Darkest Dungeon in a way? I don't know why that I've got it in, like, I've seen a little bits and pieces of it, and that's the thing that my head has decided to compare it to for some reason. I need to play fucking Darkest Dungeon again. Install a bunch of stupid mods. And not play it on stream because I'd install all the dumb horny mods purely for the love of the game. Lobotomy is a facility management sim. Interesting. I'll have to look into it. I might play it, maybe just not on stream. We'll see. Because I like facility management games. I play fucking Arknights after all. Even though that's not entirely facility management. Characters dialect or Darkest Dungeon, maybe? Something to consider.
명 받았습니다.
You know, I don't think I've ever actually beaten Darkest Dungeon. Like, won a campaign. I started I started more than one new campaign of fucking Menace. But I decided to up the difficulty and give it a shot, and man, I'm doing better just because I know how the game works, but this shit is truly an XCOM. Menace is truly an XCOM game.
한 점만 노린다.
I never managed to make the fucking the bonus
깔끔한 헤드샷.
speed objectives come true.
머리통에 작살났다고.
I've managed it in like one mission since I stuck with this new campaign because I had other starts that were rough. Got like a whole map to clear out sometimes and shit spread out all over the place, and they're like, hey, do it in 14 turns. And I did my best, man. I really did, but it's rough with a certain level of gear. Especially when you only have like one effective transport and one squad that really works with it. It's nasty. It can get real nasty.
얼간이들이 흥겨워하는군. 대체로 저럴 때 이유가 있는 법입니다.
You know what? Maybe I should restart again and give that a try. Make sure I bring along the one guy who has the mechanized infantry promotion. And make sure I get 2 pilots and 2 APCs. That might work. That would work better, yeah. The real trouble is getting like gear that doesn't suck after a certain point. I've been fighting nothing but goddamn pirates, and I can't get reasonable anti-tank weapons that don't require a like turn and a half of setup before they can start firing. I'm just kind of rambling since there's nothing really happening in Mirror Dungeon because it's Mirror Dungeon. What is the difference between hard mode and not hard mode for Mirror Dungeon anyway? Because I'm pretty sure I haven't unlocked it still.
대상 확인, 철침탄, 트랜지션, 확산탄, 임상시험 성공.
지금 그렇게 시원하게 보는 맛이 나는군.
한 점만 노린다.
빠르게 하는 게 덜 답답한 법이지.
You look a bit like Nobara in that loading screen. Wait, who? Extreme. Hi, Maria. Yeah. 5 to 10 more floors and more ego gifts and trials at the end of each level. Are the rewards more? Like, do you get more battle pass levels in Lunacy or whatever?
타겟 포착 1시 방향. 다음 목표로.
자, 판 돌아갑니다.
Hope you are doing good, Maria. No, it's just a mode for fun. Oh, okay.
사격 개시.
Weekly for the first five floors, you get more all at once. Okay. So like after that, it's just to amuse yourself.
명령에 따르겠습니다.
Past floor 5. Okay.
말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어. 4번 수감자.
각자의 위치가 있으니
That's fair. That makes sense.
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나고
움직임이 어설퍼요.
일 처리는 빠르게 하는 게
좋아.
덜 답답한 법이지. 제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이
당신 짝패군요.
Bees Merceau is very good.
한 점만
Very
노린다.
funny.
적인 효과를 기대했었죠.
깔끔한 헤드샷.
You do one hard up to around 4 or 5 a week to get all the new ones in the boxes.
깔끔한
Oh, so
헤드샷.
you do one hard.
머리통에 작살났다고.
좋습니다.
to floor 5 and you get all 3 weekly rewards? Oh, sick. That is quite nice. Also, where are most of the MD achievements to get the BP point for its battle pass thing? Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Understandable. I almost want to play Girls Frontline 2 on stream.
명 받았습니다.
But like, I'm all the way into the story, and the fucking everything going on is kind of arcane if you don't know GFL bullshit. But I really love that game, so and the universe.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Even though it's like dumb waifu bait in the day-to-day gameplay. They got some funny character designs in that shit, man.
틈을 끊어.
Hey Maria, do you ever get mad when you randomly get like
이중 격발.
random old 6 stars in the Arknights like recruitment thing? Because I just got fucking Silver Ash out of nowhere. I've had him forever. I don't need him. I'm just upset about it for some reason. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
필중 의지만 있다면
Trying to get my daily bullshit timers out of the way while I run this. For Arknights. Which thankfully I can do on my phone. Oh, definitely? Yeah, I don't understand why, like, the psychology of being mad about it, but I am. I'm just kind of annoyed. And I don't know why.
태어난 곳으로 돌아가라.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
I can handle this just fine on their own, right? I don't actually have to try.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
저 수감자는 기억해두겠습니다, 딴테. 면담에서 치하할 만한 일이 생겼을 때 언급하라는 것도 상부의 지시인지라.
Building a middle team currently? What does that, like, really focus on, anyway? All the middle IDs I've seen are, like, burn focused. Not burn, bleed. That's what words mean. I have 2 now. I have Dawn and Merceau. They both have bleed on their skills. Although their like mechanics aren't really super bleed heavy. Outside of their skills adding it.
얼간이들이 흥겨워하는군. 대체로 저럴 때는 이유가 있는 법입니다. 이유를 잡아 쫓아보시죠.
Envy resonance with a hard focus on using counter skills. Oh, okay.
짝패군요.
Bit of bleed. The last has bleed burn as well as the other. Okay, I see.
그렇게 시원하게
Oh, I finally got my Rhodia bleed ego, so that's really cool.
답답한 법이지.
이러면 쏠수 있지.
I've used that a couple times against stuff.
쏜다.
Very nice. I am having trouble getting the missions for the hard mode of the anniversary stages done with my bleed squad, but I think it's just because they need to be leveled up a little bit more. They're not quite max level for where I'm at yet.
당신
Prince Merceau is still ridiculous, and I have no reason to replace him with the Master of Bees, right? Even though the Master of Bees does bleed count
괜찮구만.
and bleed stuff.
괜찮구만.
전투 감각
내
하나만큼
선택은 터치면
수감자가 되어도 훌륭하긴 하군. 그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요.
Be high level. Yeah, it wants me to be like 55 plus, I think, or 50 plus at the minimum, I think, is what it said the recommended average was. But you know what? Got a feeling that at the recommended average, it's gonna be a huge fucking struggle. Oh, look, today's date.
사고될 시간이다. 잔무에
I'm getting close to having enough Ryoshi shards for another of her IDs, and I think I'm gonna grab Malbranch Heisho pack to help my Heisho Faust be a little bit more ridiculous than she already is.
내가 나설 차례인가?
It's thematic for the Kanto as well.
필중의 의지만 있다면
Yeah, I'm having a real issue with the anniversary stage. Just winning clashes to get sanity early on, and it snowballs kind of negatively from there. But the ego was really helpful for when I did try. It was a big help just getting damage in, because getting to keep the bleed stacks.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 아닙니다, 단테. 이런
필중의 의지만
그래,
있다면
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지.
Finally got Mao to out Otis using the anniversary ticket. Is Mao Otis
기차 동정은 필요
is she one of the ones that applies death right more easily? Or is that just Ryoshu?
조치였습니다.
어머, 부탁드려요.
All Mao are death right? Okay.
불가 위약 막아내지 못하리.
대상 확인 발침탄
Who the fuck do I level up next to Arcanines? God damn it.
임상시험 성공.
Who do I focus on? Probably Aya. No, Aya's max level. What do I need? Fucking module.
틈을 끊어.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가
한
없진
점만 노린다.
않았군요. 적합한 조치였습니다.
깔끔한 헤드샷.
You're waiting till after the seasonal Ryoshu to shard Mao.
작살났다고.
그 삶의
Ryoshu?
마침표.
Wait, there's a seasonal Ryoshu? Coming out?
불가 위야.
Has she already
막아내지
come
못하리.
out? Well, I guess I've maxed that out and I don't need to worry about it. Yeah, it's Ryoshu's Kanto. Oh shit.
조준을
Kanto after 8 is Ryoshu's? That's gonna be nuts. So
덜 답답한 법이지.
명령에 따르겠습니다.
not here yet. Got upstaged by John 9coin. I mean, that's pretty understandable, in my opinion. John 9coin is kind of nuts. That's like his thing, isn't it? Is that he's ridiculous. GeForce, what loading screen were you talking about, by the way? Has he been lost? He been lost to the D&D?
얼간이들이 흥겨워하는군. 대체로 저럴 때는 이유가 있는 법입니다.
This one, the one that we just had. Oh, so as it turns out, that's not a girl. That's Sinclair. That's our go white boy go, designated short ass panic nerd.
각자의 위치가 있으니
Do with that information what you will. Your point stands. Yeah, he does look like Nobara in that. It's not wrong.
한 점만 노린다.
Now that you pointed out, I can see it 100%.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다.
Why do you flick your stream deck? It's not like a super close resemblance, but there you go. Yeah, I can see it. Deck, why are you doing this to me? Stop. Stop it. Stop flickering your screen. You're making me nervous. No, there's nothing wrong with you. Stop doing that. Fucker.
필중이
깔끔한
Oh.
헤드샷. 머리통에 작살났다고.
무용하군요.
기차 동정은 필요 없겠죠.
It's a fun little thing to notice. Gonna shard, Hornet So, and Rocker Sinclair Ego next wall progress. Oh, I got that one Ego as well.
수감자가 되어도
I saved up
훌륭하긴
as much as I could for this wall PP, and I got literally fucking everything, and I still have shit left over.
말투만 고치.
The curse, air quotes, of new player bonuses? I guess? I don't know. Does Sinclair have an even vaguely good bleed ID? Because his one who grips thing is fucking burn more than bleed.
채워지지 않을 공허를 남겨주지.
I don't think he has a Kurokumo.
이 기회에 평소
명령에
지휘
따르겠습니다.
실력을 확인해
Oh, I don't know.
단테.
I don't know who would be.
대로 해보십시오.
Oh, that's what I should do. I should work on these stupid ass fucking
조준이 필요.
crossover characters. Guys, I need to build a rock band so they blow up the map in Arc Knights. It annoys me, but it's also really funny.
틈을 끊어.
Middle Sinclair would be the closest thing to a good bleed ID, but you'd want to invest in the middle playstyle instead. The middle apprentice is more poised with bleed secondary. It's probably better than its bare middle. Index, sorry. Oh, yeah.
불가 위야.
Damn,
막아내지
Pinky.
못하리.
Mm-hmm. Wait, he does bleed at all? I thought he was pure poise. Pretty sure I have him. I mean, I definitely have him. That's why I have a loading screen. Huh.
괜찮은 보이가 언질러진 모양이죠. 관리자.
Poise bleed? Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
초점을
Has there been a single ID that's come out in the past like 4 seasons that's not a hybrid of some sort? To some degree or another?
전투가
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께
강자가 되어
무덤으로 돌아가라.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴테 적합한 조치였습니다. 제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이
Because
아닙니다.
MD works best with hybrid stats?
이런 부수적인 효과를
I'm not
했었죠.
like knocking it or saying that it's wrong. I'm just questioning. I don't remember seeing much. It was not a hybrid. T-Corp Otis is pure tremor. The Deviats are pure rupture. Interesting. So there's some. Not necessarily much. Look at you, Virtuoso Elite 2. Aren't they? Wait, yeah, aren't they like season 3? Ish? Fuck. Second. God damn it. How? Otis was last season. Deviats were around the start of season 5.
필두. 출제.
Almost done. Then we can actually start our search for the young master and Fatty Wang and all other such surface level cultivation story memes.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리.
철침탄
I think I mentioned I've only ever really read one story
임상시험
that falls into the cultivation horseshit
훌륭하군.
genre,
감자.
and it was a stupid shitpost manhwa. So this will be... Is this ripping on it, or is it like a serious take of the kind of thing? Right, the non-adept Malhages are also pure rupture, and that was end of season 5. Yeah, but they have like another big pile of horseshit mechanics going on with them that they're not really rupture focused, right?
지원한다.
They do rupture in the same way that like
사격 개시.
all the Blood Fiend IDs also do rupture, as far as if I remember correctly, but they're not. That's not their primary thing.
한 점만 노린다.
They do rupture and another thing. Deathrite Haste works off rupture.
깔끔한
Oh.
헤드샷. 머리통에 작살났다고.
각자의 위치가 있으니
Very interesting. Why the fuck do I have so many uncompleted challenge mode stages in Arknights? I've been playing this game since launch. What the fuck am I doing?
올인이었나요?
Playing 12 gacha games. Never mind. That explains literally everything about everything I do. How many of y'all are still here, and how many of y'all are caught in ad break town?
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통에 작살났다고.
Incomplete challenge stages means a lot of Originite Prime to fund your next Helipole session. Yeah, if I can get around to actually doing them. You are super positioned in both. That makes sense. It's a black hole. You hold a strange place in the physics of the world. Who even is the next person to pull for coming up in Arknights? Because I have a bunch of the like ridiculous meta units.
철침탄, 트랜지션, 확산탄, 임상시험 성공.
And the entirety of the fucking crossover band shitheads. I think the only ridiculous like meta healer, meta creature I don't have is a healer. Next would be Silver Ash and Prominence Altered. That's fucking right. They are. They are coming out, aren't they? God damn it. I don't have that many pulls. Oh no. I guess it's a good thing I started back up on my Originite production because goddamn am I gonna need it. Did you go full pity for Sakiko so you feel your pain? Feel my pain? Yeah. I didn't have to quite start burning my Originite Prime, but it was a close thing.
한 점만 노린다.
It was a close thing for sure.
깔끔한
We winning?
헤드샷.
I am absolutely demolishing the mirror dungeon, but it's normal mode and I have wall PPIDs, so yes, waffles I am. Definitely winning so far. We'll see what happens when I actually get into the Kanto.
쏜다.
I love their animations so much. The new Walpurgis IDs are amazing. B-Swarm and Transgender Beam. What more could you ask for from a set of IDs? Top quality meaning.
여유탄 회수.
기차 동정은 필요 없겠죠.
I don't think Heisho are explicitly around cultivation except for similar settings and themes. They're all, don't they all pull from the Kanto that I'm going into is the thing. That's why I want them like available for the team and properly leveled for this one coming up.
제한명령 지역으로 이동.
Downing medicine to transcend your current level is a very prominent cultivation trope, you thought? Yes, yes it is. That is, to my understanding at least, having only read one thing really and just seen memes and other people talking about it, it's very heavily focused on that kind of thing. It's not all of that, but it's like a primary mechanism of the workings of the settings, to my understanding. What the fuck is the skill I need to focus on for Virtuoso? All but Otis and Ryoshu now are Kanto 8 Season 6.
이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어. 4번 수감자.
Wait, where does Dawn fall into that then? Because she's Heisho Pack, right? Sheep Dawn?
지원한다.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 안 됩니다.
막아내지 못하리.
Is it?
이런 부수적인
I don't know how many y'all play
점만
Arknights, but is it? But if you do you know if it's Virtuoso's second or third skill that I should be focusing on
깔끔한
specializing?
헤드샷. 머리통에 작살났다고.
대상 확인. 절침탄. 트랜지션. 확산탄.
Dawn
임상
is
시험 성공. 굴락의 방.
use on season 6. Yeah, but where does the does Sheep Dawn's IDs like powers or whatever originate from Kanto? Whatever. You know what? Never mind. Don't tell me that. It might be spoilers, and I don't want to bait anybody actually accidentally doing it.
필중 의지만 있다면
Yeah? Okay. I figured it might, because Honglu's Heisho Lord thing is from the upcoming Kanto. I'm pretty sure we met the guy. I know that for sure. I think we did anyway. I don't know if we met the guy or not, but I know it's from this upcoming Kanto thing.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요.
Dawn is from that. I know Faust showed up in the intervallo leading into this next upcoming Kanto.
막아내지 못.
Pretty sure anyway. Definitely gonna want Honglu ID leveled for your information. Oh yeah. I can well imagine. I think he's level 50 currently, so I want to get him another like 5 levels to max him out, but he's like usable currently. Auto recovery, auto. Oh yeah, that is extremely AFK, isn't it? Huh. Stops attacking, attack range increases, attack increases. Times when skill is active for all other operators with highest max HP. Gains max HP 5%. Attack bonus. Highest defense gain. What the fuck is her second? Enemies within the attack range take 20% more necrosis. Who the fuck does necrosis other than her nowadays? Oh, that's who I fucking missed. I have everybody that's meta and bullshit except for Tragodia. I pulled my ass off for him and he just didn't come home. The bastard. Oh, enemies within attack range take 10% as necrosis per second and they're slowed, so they just okay.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리.
Doesn't one of Logos's modules make him do necrosis?
키스클리프 지금
폭로 지원한다.
Yeah, it does.
명령에 따르겠습니다.
You need to focus on doing his specializations as well.
깨치시게.
좋아. 탄하구만.
Nymph knows necrosis on her own, Logos and Eben holds through the module. Fuck, that's who I haven't leveled at all. Pretty, yeah. Nymph is level. Nymph is level 1! Oh god. I'm so behind and I'm always short on money. It sucks so much.
머리통에 작살났다고.
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 보는 맛이 나는
마침표.
처리는
She is a
빠르게
primal
하는
caster, isn't she?
편이
How
덜
about that?
답답한 법이지.
불가 위야. 막아내지 못하리.
Fuck you, Tragodia, you bastard. Dare you defy me.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통에
I need to do
작살났다고.
Viviana's module as well. I've got most of her burn focus team set up, and her module would be real nice for that.
도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱 좋겠어. 4번 수감자.
I wish they had more preset squads in Arc Knights. Only 4 is annoying. Nymph is funny because as a primal caster, she's supposed to work as support for someone else causing necrosis, but her S2 just pops normal enemies into it all the same. I'm pretty sure Blaze Alter is like that as well with her second skill. Yeah, Blaze Alter does pretty solid burn with her second skill. I think it's the problem with it is that it's only ground targeting, but it's a nice lingering like tile infukinator if you use it right. Real good for wave clearing. And if you can get a big motherfucker to just sit on that tile for a little bit, it does solid burn application. Bobbing is such an annoying fucking operator to use, but he's also one of the best burn appliers available currently, and I love him despite him being an annoying fuck, and that irritates me for some reason. He's a decent guy, I guess, is maybe why. He's like an actual good person, which seems rare in Arc Knights, even though that's like literally the entire every Rhodes Island operator is a good person to some degree or another. Like, I think even Necros and Virtuosa are good people to a degree, even if they're like bastards. They're the closest to being pieces of shit, I feel. Oh wait, no. Harmony, maybe? Harmony is just kind of a shithead. Maybe, yeah. I'd count Miss Christine as a piece of shit, but she's like not really a person. I mean, she's a being, but she's not human. She doesn't operate on human morality or anything like that. Kind of fucking emotophage or some shit. Is there actually anyone who's a pure bastard that is a playable operator in Arc Knights? Get a Miss Christine petting ticket, all is forgiven. That's fair as well. He is a very fluffy cat. Very pretty cat. I should get another cat. It's been a long time since my last one passed. We've not had an animal in this house aside from rats that we had to hunt down and kill and trap during the last winter for a while, and it's getting kind of... I think it would be good for everybody. Would be fucking expensive though, and that's always the problem, especially in this goddamn economy. Did I go back and redo that one stage that I didn't make the turn limit on? I don't think I did. I need to remember to do that. All right. Okay, everyone. I think we're gonna have to start off with Burn Squad with Bleed Team for this.
아, 이번 의뢰는 몇 발이나 들고 가야 하냐?
Wait, what the fuck? She does sinking And tremor, right? Yeah, she has a tremor burst. When this skill inflicts solitude, if the target already has solitude this turn, or will be inflicted with solitude next turn, trigger tremor burst instead and then reduce tremor count. Interesting. Take 10% damage from bleed. Paul Halyak is fight everything 100% in it for her own benefit first. Gets a pass over last for kind rules. Oh yeah, I forgot about her for some reason. I'm not entirely sure how I forgot about her, considering the whole one of the most porned operators in the entire game thing, but there are 3 sinking tremor units. Have at least 2. Who are the other 2? Got Otis is the 3rd. So I have this one. Oh, Ishmael's fucking katana ID. Well, her other this one. Oh, that's right. She does do sinking tremor. Interesting. I'll have to put them all on a team and see how that goes at some point, because I am 100% without a doubt, no matter what happens, getting Ujat Otis before the end of this fucking season. I will not accept any other outcome. I need big armor Otis with shotgun pistol thing. I refuse to not have her. Before we get into things, should I, that fat little chudjat ate all the bullets from season 5. Who, I need to uptie that one ego real quick, I think. No, I don't. I mean, can I uptie it to 4? Kinda? Wait, are there any other Rhodians I need? Like, need? Is there a Heishu Rhodia? I should maybe see about getting this one before PP ends, though. There's so much to do. You get snack. I want Magic Bullet Otis. I got more lunacy. Should I pull more? Or should I just save for the next wall PP? I should probably grab this before I get anything else from her, so this is a pretty solid one to go in the bleed team. Good damage. Activate big bleed. Just dumping everything on wall PP. I've been thinking about doing that, but I don't know if I should keep pulling on the one that I've already pulled on a shitload. Or if I should... Man, I really should eventually actually get around to actually doing the goddamn Kanto that I said I'm here for. Hi, Blader. Thank you for the resub. Congrats on the Mambo again. Adorable fucking horse. Cause I'm 80 out of 200 on the fucking announcer pity horse shit. Since I have all of the IDs, there's no real reason to keep pulling on this one, right? The reason to keep going on the main banner is to pity an announcer. She's got an uprate in the new event too. Oh, I really need to log in and pull and just play the game. I'm feeling a need to gacha and low on currency and other things, so I might. There's free horse pulls too? Oh shit. Do I have all of my... Yeah, okay, hold on. Real quick. Since I've got my timers done for Arknights, real quick. Update my fucking horse game. Like 25% bonus and 3,000 carats. You run Uma is free to play. I paid for the little, like monthly pass once. Twice. I think she doing the Bakak banner makes sense. Yeah? Fuck it. I feel like it. I'll run a 10 pull or two. Purely for memes. And then we'll do the Kanto. Enfield has a new area and banner today as well. I know. I had to uninstall a fucking game to get the update to actually pull. Wolf ID and ego rates are up. Yeah. I uninstalled a game so that it would have enough space to actually download the update and install it, and I ended up with like twice the size that I had available on the drive to begin with after the update. It's so fucking annoying. Green! What do we got? We got a wolf. Please. God damn it!
로보토미 본사에서 지휘팀을 통솔하는 말쿠트라고 해. 내가 하라는 대로만 한다면
Fucking announcer spook.
완벽하게 성공할 수 있어.
Oh well. Malcute? Yeah. It could be worse. Gonna finish DZZ's movie time too? Yes, as do I. So many gotcha, so little time. Indeed. And I keep losing, like, whole days to Menace when I open it up. Y'all, the amount of times I've been like, oh, I need to go to bed soon, but I still got like 2 hours before it's my actual bedtime, so I'm gonna open up Menace, and then it's like 10 hours later, I'm still awake. And I'm still playing fucking Menace. I swear to God, goddamn strategy games of any brand whatsoever, it's Total War, fucking Age of Wonders, XCOM type shit like Menace and XCOM itself, they steal time from me like nothing else. I love them to death, but goddamn. Sounds like you and RE9. Just a crumb of meth will tide me over tonight. Exactly. Did a day one MDEX run to run up the achievements and get the 10 times ticket, and the lunacy from your weeklies got you the last ID you needed. Nice, grats. One more turn. That's right. One more turn. One more operation. One more battle. Guys, I promise I'm almost to the next goal that I set myself at the start of the fucking session that I fucking pissed around and didn't really do while I was doing other stuff. Truly, I should just play these games on stream. Everybody would hate it and it would be really boring. But I would get so much airtime. Some of y'all like the Total War streams, but those are usually like, goddamn, I'm really too tired to do anything else. Please just enjoy me being tired and playing a game that I love and not talking too much streams. I haven't done one of those in a while. Kind of surprised I didn't do a couple of them the week after I recovered from that fucking virus. Alright, this should be good enough for first go, right? Wait, no, get off the team. Fuck you.
이번
Fuck you,
의뢰는 몇
Honglu.
발이나 들고
Not
가야
Honglu. What the hell is your name? Why are there 7? You love watching Total War YouTube videos? Same. I feel like I don't present them well enough in the moment, though. It's 7 now. I 6-7. Fuck. Thank you for the resub. Combat inflation, you see? This is not the kind of inflation I'm interested in. I don't know how many of y'all have seen that one fucking Matara Khan clip from like ages ago, but goddamn, it has taken hold of my soul.
의로움을 세우기
Alright,
위해서라면
I have them in the
나를
backup.
점 찍었다니.
The rest of these idiots aren't really leveled enough to do
때려
good in the
부숴버릴
combat.
시간이다.
Gonna get any ID in Wallpeep, maybe you get called Rodeo. That ID is nuts. Yeah. Yeah, I remember people saying that. What kind of inflation then? I'm kind of embarrassed to say it on stream.
마지막까지
Horny bullshit occurs in my mind at all times.
꽃이 져 우수수 하늘 가득 흩날릴 때
Have I? This isn't set to auto, right? Have I gone on any kind of boob-related rant since I started playing this fucking game on stream as like the only thing I'm doing? I feel like I had a small moment of it when we were doing the checkup intervallo with Faust and her Faust mellows nearly touching Yisong. Got Night of Despair this wall PP. Grats. So it was directed to Princess Rhodia. I mean, she is out there, and yes, and Rhodia in general. Even if Rhodia didn't have her Rhodias, I would be very, very interested in her because big woman. We learned today UK trans woman is going for the biggest breast implants in the UK. Huh. Interesting. Can you send me any info about that? Because I'm curious as to what the fuck is going on there. Very odd. Well, maybe not odd, but... Alright. Wait, is this the free? Where the fuck is my free... it told me I have a free 10 pull and horse game real quick. There we go. Do that. Alright. Actual Kanto time.
빛깔 잃고 향기 멎은데 그 누가 슬퍼하나 꽃 갈퀴
Shut
손에
up, Phone.
들고 뜰을 나섰건만 떨어진 꽃잎 밟을까 서성거리네. 그러니까 결국 이 풍진 세상 눈을 감지 않는다면
You
벗어날
Chinese
도리가
now?
없겠지.
Yes.
보가 얼마나 고단하고 여의치 않은 여정이었느냐.
Thank you, Blader.
험난하진 않았어요. 하루하루가 매일 신기하고 새로운 나날이었으니까요. 할머니?
대체 뭐라고 이야기를 나누고 있는 거예요? 식탁이 너무 넓어서 말소리도 잘 들리질 않고 애초에 이걸 식탁이라고 부르는 게 맞나요? 여기서부터 저기까지 끝이 보이질 않는데요.
어딘가 불편하신 점이라도 있으신가요? 혹여 소인이 도울 일은... 불편? 당연히 밥 먹는데 성가시게 왔다 갔다 하는 게 제일 불편.
아니에요.
Heathcliff about to get smacked in the nuts.
없어요.
그럼 보호가 친구분들을 소개시켜주겠니?
나 참 남의 부모님을 만났을 때는 어떻게 돼야 할지 영 어색해가지고. 시소는 어딜 둬야지? 이 정도로 웃으면 되나?
It's still endlessly funny to me that of all the people on the bus, Greg is still the most socially awkward person by like miles somehow, despite being like also the most normal dude. He's just a weird bug dude with PTSD from the war, which is like shockingly normal compared to everyone else somehow. Greg's just like a guy. As far as his personality and how he acts goes. Everybody else is so weird. He's got that cockroach in him. Mm-hmm. John Kanto over here. Yep, that's our boy Honglu.
아, 그럴 필요까지는 없어요. 내 집이다 여기시고 편하게 있으세요.
아싸, 땡큐. 라고 하기엔 집이 넓어도 너무 넓어서 편할 수가 없는데 말이지. 이러다간 물 한 잔 마시러 가다가 미아가 되어버리겠어.
Mind you, he's in like his early 20s and spent most of his life inside a lab and then deployed immediately as a war poster boy. Yeah, he's a... By the way, this was very cute.
아싸, 땡큐.
Very cute. Very, very cute. I love Rhodia so much.
아싸, 땡큐.
I can't wait until she busts out her depression for everybody to see. Yeah, Greg's not had a good life, but like he's aside from the whole being a science experiment, super soldier guy deployed as a poster boy for the war immediately after they finished experimenting on him. He is the person who is closest to someone I would actually meet on the streets of my home country that I live in. Because, like, aside from the whole science experiment Bugman thing, he's just a fucking veteran of the Great War on Terror. He's a guy, like, I mean, if he was, you know, he'd be in his early 30s by now. He looks way older than he is because of the fucking stress and the terrible life he's had. And all the fucking bullshit he's been put through. He's a scruffy little grungy weirdo who smokes all the time because it helps him manage his stress with the PTSD and all the bullshit. He's a guy that I could know. He's a guy that I have known. I've known at least 2 people who are exactly like him, even though they're not exactly him. I knew 2 dudes who I was very who were veterans of the sand pit. And they were basically him. And I hope they're doing all right, because I don't really hang out with them. I haven't for a while. Just fell out of social contact with each other. What is the Great War on Terror but Vietnam, but more depressing? See, there's a lot of like nuance differences I feel between the Great War on Terror and Vietnam. But ultimately, you can kind of... There's definitely parallels. Every war since World War II that the United States has been involved in has been some kind of political morass as opposed to like an actual defense thing. Except for maybe like the conflict in Kuwait, which was Kuwait being attacked. And they were an ally, so we went to defend them. In regards to the vets mostly being treated poorly. Yeah. That is definitely one of the parallels to draw, and it is fucking depressing. And I'm sure there's going to be yet another round of them coming up soon, considering what's going on currently. But we should probably move away from this conversation for reasons of stuff. This is not a chastisement. I'm just saying probably should put this away for ever. Back to the Kanto. No, Don. We're all Honglu time today. This is Honglu's time to shine. Although I'm sure I know Don's here.
홍루 씨, 지금까지 들은 것 중 제일 웃긴 농담이었어요.
아, 웃기려고 한 말은 아니지만 덕택에 재밌으셨다면
I like
다행히.
Honglu a lot as well. I think all the characters are pretty neat.
다른 형제들은 어디에 있는가?
Even the one I dislike the most, Ryoshu, is interesting, and I want to see what happens with her.
내 환영식이기도 하거든. 그리고 얼굴만 봐도 인상 구겨지는 놈들을 보아서 뭐래?
Putting Greg in any series in any context is always like 10 times funnier than you'd initially expect. Yeah, I don't know what it is about him. I mean, he's just like the perfect straight man, even when you're putting him in a serious place. He's normal enough to be the straight man in ridiculous situations, but he's awkward enough to be funny in times when everybody else is just kind of normal. And that's an interesting combo.
같은 식탁에 앉아본 것만 해도 거진 10년 전이야. 그리고 말 걸지 마. 아까 내가 한 말 잊었어? 난 이제 너희들과는 완전히 등을 돌린 사이라니까.
Oh yeah, infernal Manzai rotation.
우리가 먼저 말을 걸었나?
저는
That's right. The company's decided that we have to fight his sister or whatever for board station.
그러니 보가 재촉할 생각은 없지만 다음 출가 날짜는 언제니?
What?
아직 정해진 건 없어요, 어머니.
그렇구나. 나는 그저 이곳에 계속 머물러 있다가는 네 소임을 다하지 못하고 저물까봐
fade?
염려스럽단다. 가모님도 그렇게 생각하지 않으십니까?
그래.
Not to mention, his backstory is both what you'd least expect of him, but also you can't possibly imagine anything else other than it to be that. It's true. It is very fitting for him. The fuck do you mean you might fade before your duties are completed? Does he just die if he's here for very long? Also, damn. I know this is not unexpected in any degree, but like, Honglu's mom is pretty.
우리의 둘도 없는 진귀한 보물. 이 속세에 남아있지 말고 때가 되면 다시 떠나 그 가치를 다하거라.
God, she looks like such a fucking ghoul. She's perfect. She's perfect. She looks so correct for the ancient matriarch of some fucking also ancient martial arts bullshit family. Fantastic.
그럴게요, 할머니, 어머니.
We love our evil villainesses. They are interesting, it's true. Throughout the entire familial discussion, Honglu's expression remained the same in that tranquil, perpetual smile. Despite his return after years of wandering being met with the family's obvious push to make him leave as soon as possible, he stands unaffected, as though he were expecting this gaudy yet hollow welcome. What? With his attitude being so passive, I had no choice but to watch as a bystander. A few hours ago, like someone said about finding out Hannibal is a cannibal, he would be the last person to be suspected of it, but when it gets out, you wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah.
이제 곧 가마가 오겠군요.
Those are the best kind of characters.
여기는 무슨 가마를
Where you don't really see it coming, but it also nothing else could make sense once you know.
그래, 소두 씨. 우리가 그 가마라는 것을 타고 가는 거지? 그렇지?
The usual comedy pair's desperate efforts to lighten the mood are particularly appreciated today, as tragically ineffective as they seem to be.
네, 여러분들과 가시춘 씨는 H사의 주요 가문의 일원이 거주하는 대관원으로 가시게
Grandview
될
Garden,
거예요.
okay. One. If they've sent a whole palanquin to pick us up, does Honglu's family already know that he'll be participating in the Hierarch War?
아니요, 그쪽에서는 아직 모르는 사안일 겁니다.
회사도 정보 유출을 막기 위해 방금 저희에게 이 사항을 전달했을 테니까요.
I see.
귀향한 홍루 씨와 가시춘 씨를 환대하기 위해 보낸 것일 테죠. 그런 만큼 가마를 타고 갈 수 있는 건 초대를 받은 여기 홍루 씨와 가시춘 씨 그리고 그들을 따르는
Factions.
사람들뿐. LCCB 팀과 베르길리오스 씨, 카론 씨는 함께할 수 없죠. 안타깝게도.
아쉽네요. 같이 갔으면 좋았을 텐데요.
항상 이런 식이지. 우리 집 어른들은 여기 있는 사람들 다 재워도 티도 안 날 만큼 넓으면서.
어머나, 그 말은 좀 감동인걸요? 가시춘 씨도 저희와 헤어지지
I appreciate Josh Chun's
방금 전에
disdain for her
시원하게
family's
펼쳐놓고
fucking
말하는 꼬락서미가 얄밉네.
lack of generosity.
애초에 가주대전에 참가한다는 게 무슨 뜻인지 다 알고 승낙한 거야. 우리가 가주심사라는 버젓한 명칭을 두고 왜 대전이라고 말하고 다니는 거라 생각하는 거야? 너희는 이제부터 언제든지 목숨이 노려지는 곳으로 들어가는 거라고. 당연히 나를 포함해서. 객잔의 일을 벌써 잊었어? 그때는 웨이가 네 목숨줄을 지켜줬지만 이젠 밤중에 직접 목숨줄을 끊는 암자로 찾아갈 수 있다는 거야.
미리 유감이라는 말씀을 드리는 편이 좋겠습니다. 당신들에게는 칼끝을 겨누고 싶지는 않았습니다만.
Wei looked at us with an unfamiliar and cold, intense glare.
그건 우리도였는데 마음이 통했네요.
You proposed putting Greg and Uma Musume as an Uma? Would be the only dude Uma in the entire world. Be hilarious. Would be very fitting for him. Josh Chun ignored Sinclair's anxious pleas and looked straight toward Honglu.
마음을 바꿀 마지막 기회일 수도 있어, 오빠. 나는 마냥 가벼운 마음으로 내 세력에 들어오라고 제안한 게 아니야. 하물며 가주대전은 그렇게 쉽게 한다 만다를 결정할 수 있는 문제는 절대.
네가 그렇게 살아왔듯이 시춘. 나 역시도 어렸을 때부터 가주대전에 대한 이야기를 수도 없이 들으면서 살아왔잖니. 그러니 우리가 느끼고 있는 무게감은 같을 거야.
그래. 여리게 남아 이어져 왔던 협력 관계는 여기서 끝인 거네. 뭐 상관없어. 필요에 의한 잠깐의 동맹치고는 너무 오래 끈 편이긴 했지. 원래대로 돌아가는 것뿐이니까. 그럼 태평이 말이나 섞는 건 여기까지 하도록 할까?
응? 네가 원한다면 그렇게. 아, 시춘.
뭐?
가문의 사람들에게는 내가 참가한다는 이야기를 하지 말아줄 수 있겠니? 당분간은 비밀로 두는 편이 좋다고 해서 말이야.
이제 와서 그런 부탁을 한다고 내가 그걸 들어줘야 할 이유가 있나?
For someone who supposedly doesn't care, Shichun appeared rather hurt as she took a moment to glare at Honglu, biting her lower lip. Then suddenly strode right up to him.
이게 정말 오빠의 선택은 맞아? 아니면 그냥 저쪽이 시켜서 하는 것뿐이야?
Shichun gestured toward the rest of us with her chin.
내가 가주대전에 참가하는 건 이미 정해진 일일 텐데 그걸 궁금해하는 거라면 시춘 너는 내 선택이라는 것에 중요한 의미가 있다고 생각하는 거야?
아, 또 그렇게 나오겠다는 거지. 가주대전이 어떤 의미인지 알면서 내가 왜 그런 걸 물어봤는지 모르겠다고? 대답은 됐어. 더 말 섞을 필요 없겠네. 그런 얄팍하고 허튼 마음으로 어디까지 살아남을지 보는 것도 재밌겠다.
Hey, wait. What the fuck? Catching strays over here. Xia Shichun appeared pretty distressed after that exchange. So I was about to say something when Pilot, no, shut up, who had been fiddling with the radio behind Saud, began shouting urgently.
과장님, 곧 가마한대가 도착한답니다.
어제를 생각하면 오늘은 푹 쉬면서 가고 싶다고. 그럼 빨리 타러. 아니, 지금 온 건 우리가 먼저 탈게. 어차피 양보해주는 거엔 도가 텄을 거 아니야, 오빠. 에? 그런 게 어딨어. 공평하게. 그 있잖아, 가위바위보라든가. 야, 차라리 가주대전도 가위바위보로 결정하자고 하지 그래?
Xia Shichun gave us a wry grin before leaving Wei and followed her wordlessly.
겨우 좀 친해졌나 했더니만.
저기 있다. 가마를 기다리고 있는 걸 보니 의뢰자가 말한 후보가 분명해.
Are we about to get fucking jumped again?
물려오는 괴한들이.
후보를 노리고 습격을 지시한 자가 사이와뿐은 아니었을 테지. 관리자님, 다음 가마가 오기 전까지 잡졸들을 처리하는 편이 좋을 것 같습니다.
그럴 때마다 이 다람쥐군이 적잖은 친구가 되어주었겠어. 다람쥐군!
No, not the squirrel! Not again!
이 기회에
Oh, the
평소
poor
지휘
squirrel.
실력을 확인해보죠, 따뜻해.
He doesn't deserve this.
대로 해보십시오.
One-sided guard. Alright, yeah. So glad y'all got the perm for that. Me too. It's very cool of the artist to allow us to run that as a sound alert. Very fun. Very appreciative of that. To a degree that I don't think I can really, like... I feel I can't articulate it. To an extent. And I don't know... To break off into a little tangent before the ads start. Also... yeah, it has. I don't actually need to try for this. I can just win rate, can't I? Yeah. Does anybody else ever feel like you don't actually have emotion in your voice when you talk? And that every, like, statement of appreciation you make rings hollow for some reason, even though you really do mean it. And you don't know what to fix about that because you don't know what's wrong. Sometimes yes, other times it's all emotion. Yeah.
그간의 전투 경험이 있어요. 적합한 조치였습니다. 눈높이를 낮춰라. 한번 확보. 나는 가족이 되기엔 약한.
꽤 잘 갈렸군.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을
Why you prefer texts Honestly, yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about me or the way I think about myself. Respond when ad's done. Like that on another angle. Face is naturally stiff, so slight smiles come off as frowns. You know, it's really weird. I'm told I have a very expressive face, but I don't normally bring my emotions out. Like when I let them show on my face, they really show. But they don't really show up day to day. Being overly emotional is draining? Sure. But this being the quiet one, yeah. There's I mean, a lot of my therapy, I still have emotions is the thing. Oh, fuck. All right, we're still on auto. No, we've got auto off, but I dinged it up a little bit. A lot of the stuff I've been taught in therapy is how to still have the emotions, but not let them like really seriously get to me, if that makes sense. There's thoughts and emotions that you have, and you can't stop that. You just kind of have to acknowledge them and let them go by. And that's not easy, but it is kind of how you have to do it. You feel like you know how to voice act the emotions enough not to worry about it? I see. I feel like I know how to sometimes convey emotions properly, but when I'm just talking as myself instead of as like a character I'm reading in a game, like I did with Rogue Trader and one of the more recent Intervalos, I feel like my person doesn't express emotions verbally well. And I don't know why that is. And I don't know if it's correct either, because I know that I think a lot of things about myself that aren't real. And it comes with the territory, you know? Anyway.
더 이상 식별되는 적은 없습니다, 관리자님.
Enough serious emotional talk that we will definitely fall into some kind of other thing sooner or later. There's dialogue to be had.
그래도 첫날처럼 끝도 없이 몰려오진 않아서 다행이네요.
뭐 그때는 얄팍한 실수에 속아 넘어갔었으니까요.
그보다 기분이 많이 상하신 듯 보였죠, 시춘 씨.
그런데 이번 일은 시춘이가 서운해할 만했어. 우리가 들었던 홍문의 가족을 생각해봐. 그 난리통 속에서 유일하게 동맹의 여지가 생겼던 사람인데 갑자기 배신이라니.
그러게요. 괜히 지켜보고 있는 저도 덩달아 민망해질 뻔했지 뭐예요.
Shit. I spaced out a second. Sal chimed in nonchalantly as though it wasn't her who pulled the plug on our alliance at the last second.
아니 근데
Yeah.
명색이 H사인데
Fast that,
왜
don't you?
가마만 덜렁 보내주는 거래요? 기왕이면 호위들도 같이 보내주면 좋잖아요.
호위까지 보내줄 만큼 가족애가 넘치는 집안이었으면 처음부터 가주 심산이 모니 하는 것도 열지 않았겠죠. 철저한 약육강식의 세계. 가주 후보들조차도 수십 명은 있을 테지만 그들 중 누구 하나가 길바닥에 죽어 있다 해도 눈 깜빡하지 않을 테고. 실례했어요, 홍루 씨. 제가 너무 직설적으로 말을 내뱉었네요.
Can be a little bit sad.
말하기 전에 누가 나서서 말려줬는데 말이죠.
개념치 마세요. 다 맞는 말일 뿐인걸요. 저도 다른 집들은 이렇지 않다는 걸 깨닫기까지 조금 오래 걸리긴 했지만 있는 그대로의 지금의 불쾌함을 느낄 필요는 없으니까요.
행진을 멈추지 마라. 이 좁디 좁은 왕국을 넘어 멸망한 그 땅으로 돌아갈 때까지 보아라. 저들이 우리의 모습을 우러러 보는
I
것을.
think I did that in time. Yeah. Yeah. Huh? What's that ominous metallic noise?
타종의 소리인가 보. 하지만 보통의 종처럼 청량한 울림은 아니구려. 무언가 탁하고 불길한.
아, 이 소리를 들으니까 고향에 왔다는 게 더욱 실감나네요. 이 종소리는 일정 시기가 되면 반드시 들려오는 소리랍니다. 홍원의 어디에 있던 가네요.
제적일이네요.
Restructuring day?
제적일이라는 건
So the buildings are all moving about? He trails off, unable to finish her sentence as a brutal scene unfolds behind us.
보여요? 건물들이 제각각으로 움직이고 있어요.
Oh, I thought that was just a thing that happened during the night. It was as Ishmael said. The buildings, all tethered to a complicated network of rails, were either rising from or sinking into the earth.
이 근방에 있는 모든 건물에 움직임이 관측된다. 남겨진 것은 없군.
어젯밤에 작달막한 소란이 있긴 했으나 이 정도의 규모는 아니었네만.
밤중에 보셨던 건 제적일의 전조 현상이었을 거예요. 공간의 재분배를 위해 알맞은 위치로 조금 이동했을 뿐일걸요? 제대로 된 시작은 지금부터일 테죠.
그게 전조 현상이었다고요?
지금의 홍원보다도 훨씬 전에 H사가 남긴 잔재라고 할까요? 그때부터 지금까지 이어져 내려온 건물이라 정확히 어떤 무엇을 위한 특이점인지는 알 수 없지만 지금은 현 H사의 제적일 기준에 맞게 움직이고 있을 뿐이죠.
모든 것은 하루아침에 이루어지는 조리. 최선을 다해서 노력했다면 두려울 것이 없네. 살만하지 않겠는가? 조금이라도 발붙일 자리가 생겼다는 건.
Why does it do this?
만약 그게 아닌 자가 있다면 어쩔 수 있겠나? 그저 조용히 물러가서 운명을 받아들이는 수밖에. 그 다음 달을 기다리면서 이 몸뚱이 하나 건사할 방법을 궁리해야지. 오늘은 몇 명이 떨어지고 몇 명이 버텨내려나. 부디 모든 걸 너무 꽉 움켜쥐고 있지 마시게. 놓아야 할 때를 모르고 떠나야 할 때를 모른 척하게 될 테니.
Sure have been having a lot of fucking serious conversations today.
영원한 추락인가.
Weird how that happens.
보고만 있기에는 괴로운 광경이구려.
이것도 H사의 특징인가요?
Yeah, why is this happening?
다른 둥지에도
You need to bear witness to new and horrible forms of ultra-capitalism, that's why? That does make sense. That does actually fit entirely too well.
맞아요. 이곳 홍어는 그 척도와 재화가 공간의 소유 규모인 당이라는 단위로 결정된답니다.
소유한 건물의 면적이 곧 재산의 척도라는 말이구려.
네. 그래서 한 달에 한 번 평가된 노동의 가치와 소득의 양에 따라서 각자가 가지고 있는 공간의 면적이 정해집니다.
잘 살고 있다가 갑자기
I don't like this at
내 집에서
all.
밀려난다는 거야?
No, this
아니,
is
뭐.
fucking horrifying.
그땐 해괴망측한 규칙이 다 있나?
이곳에서 한 번도 나고 자란 적 없는 저희야 그렇게 느끼겠지만 오래전부터 존재했던 홍원의 규칙인데다 분배의 방식과 계산도 정교하기 때문에 이곳에 사는 사람들은 모두 자연스럽게 받아들이는 것 같더라고요.
That doesn't make it good. That just means it's how it is.
보신 적이 있으세요?
Hi, lazy.
이
Welcome to yet another ultra-capitalist hellscape.
보았죠. 제 방에 있는 난간에서 가끔 바깥의 풍경들을 바라보고 있으면 아주
This time China flavored.
분명히 보이곤 했어요.
I should fucking mute my microphone if I'm gonna do that. His expression remains tranquil and still as he calmly, god damn it, as he calmly reminisces. It was like then when he was merely watching the featureless scenery passing by.
제가 살았던 대관원은 제적 일에 별 관심이 없었어요. 그곳은 방이 늘어날지언정 줄어들 일은 없는 곳이었거든요. 그래서 저는 바라만 볼 뿐이었죠. 제가 머물던 방에서.
너는 그래. 너라고 뭐 할 수 있는 일은 없었겠지만 이런 꼴을 보고도 그냥
Guys, did Heathcliff actually have a moment where he like admitted that his anger was probably misplaced and there wasn't actually something that the person he was angry at could have done about the problem that he's mad about? Instead of just immediately going off about how he was mad about the thing and how he wanted to hit you with a baseball bat. Is our boy Heathcliff still becoming a better man? Fucking wild. Fucking wild how that happens in a gacha game. Heathcliff trailed off, but I could see that he was gritting his teeth.
가마한대가 더 도착한다고 합니다.
당신들을 태울 가마가 온 것 같네요. 이야기는 그만하고 타러 가시죠.
A lot of them have been learning from things they've been through.
가마예요? 네. 그래도 여럿이서 타도
It's
될
pretty cool, to be
만큼
honest.
큰 가마를 보내주셨네요.
가복 도련님이야. 귀빈 12분 맞소이까.
13인데요?
잠깐. 이 소인이 듣기로는 분명 복 도련님의 세력은 단 12명이라고 했는데 퓨.
Are we going to have to argue that Dante isn't a person? Upon hearing that, Saud began aggressively striding toward him, causing the palanquin bearer to shrink in fear.
왜 이렇게 무섭게 다가오시는지.
12 맞는데요? 설마 당신 눈에는 이게 멀쩡한 세가의 인원으로 보이시나요?
Ah! What? I knew it. Saud suddenly grabbed my shoulders and presented me before the bearer like I was some product.
중에서는 흔한 머리는 아니지만 이건 의체 아닌갑죠? 시계긴 하지만
생각을 좀 해보세요. 당신이라면 아무리 돈 없는 애잔한 인생이라 하더라도 시계를 머리로 붙이시겠어요?
에이, 말이 되나요? 공원엔 더 다양한 재주를 부릴 수 있는 생체 시술이 차고 넘치는구먼.
제 말이요. 대체 무슨 사연인지는 몰라도 세상엔 우리가 모르는 참 딱한 처지가 많은 법이죠.
아이고, 이거 사기구만 사기. 이 어떤 뒷골목에서 그랬는지 몰라도 아주 단단히 당했어.
더군다나 시간도 안 맞고 제대로 된 의식도 없어요. 이것 봐요. 입이 없어서 째까기는 소리 내는 것밖에 할 줄 아는 게 없다니까요.
Goddamn Sound. Getting so many strays. Intentionally fired strays even. Those are some pretty damn hurtful things to say. But I decided not to take them at face value. It was pretty obvious what she was trying to do. Points at Dante's head. Your Rolex is fake! And you're a bad clock and we hate you. Clearly this means you should be allowed on the palanquin. Fuck. Somebody tell Sound I'm getting dizzy.
아이고, 정말이네. 누가 이런 전인 공노할 짓을.
다행히도 우리 마음씨 고운 보옥 도련님이 다른 둥지에서 시계상이 팔고 있던 걸 차마 눈뜨고 못 보겠다 싶어서 주워온 거예요. 홍원에선 다른 머리로 교체하는 것쯤은 일도 아닐 거잖아요.
아, 그야 그렇지요. 그 돈만 넉넉히 있다면 전신까지 싹 다 교체하는 건 일도 아니니.
What? A new head? For me? Huh?
그렇죠? 그래서 보옥 도련님의 세력원은 저 포함 12인 거예요.
그래 보입니다. 하지만 저희도 무작정 태워주기엔 곤란.
곤란하시다는 건 우리 도련님도 아주 잘 알고 계시죠. 그래서 이렇게 작은 성이라도
Your Rolex is fake, your Jordans are scuffed, and you somehow managed to have a yee-ass haircut on a clock. Get out of my sight. Fuck. She's killing me in the street in front of everybody, and they're not doing anything. Dawn produced some bills from her pocket and smoothly slid them into the palanquin bearer's own.
헤헤. 이러시면 안 되는데.
Dante just combusts. I mean, Dante's already on fire.
그리고 아시죠?
Dante's head is continuously
이런저런
aflame.
이야기가 쌓여나가면 괜히 일이 복잡해지잖아요.
알다마다요. 보아하니 사정도 딱해 보이고 해서 이번만 그냥 태워드리는 거요. 안 된다는 놈이 왜 돈은 자연스럽게 주머니에 넣고 있는 거냐?
Shut up, Heathcliff.
자자, 거기서 그만 쑥덕거리고 이제 그만 올라타시죠.
Wait, are we leaving Pilot alone here? Pilot seemed to have noticed me staring in his direction. He stopped fidgeting with the radio and waved at us.
아, 저는 여기서 처리할 것이 남았습니다. 걱정 마시고 몸성이 다녀오시면 됩니다.
Okay.
가마보다는 고급 리무진 같구려.
이 샴페인 마셔도 되는 거야?
Can I chug this?
작전 중 음주는
자,
God damn it, Rhodia. With a quick clap, Saud promptly put an end to the hubbub the unexpectedly flashly appearance of the palanquin caused. Her demeanor had shifted entirely into that of a calm and collected strategist, a far cry from the person who was chatting up a storm with the bearer just a minute ago.
일 얘기하죠. 일 얘기.
Rhodia goes for maximum lack of class immediately. It's her brand. It's the brand of her mask, which is just an extension of herself to some degree or another. Yay, another fight. Let's
이게 끌 거
go.
없어. 바로 간다.
그리고 그 후엔
잠깐. 밖이 소란스럽군.
Not long after. Why did it do that? Not long after Saud paused over Otis's remark, a grating speaker whine rang out, followed by the worried voice of the bearer on the end.
평탄하다 했더니 아무래도 여러분을 방해하고 싶은 후보가 여럿 있겠죠?
Why am I not surprised? Oh, forever attacked by random assholes.
이 기회에 평소 지휘 실력을
Go, my idiot sinners. Win rate for me.
하던 대로 해보십시오.
꿰뚫려라.
They're after our fucking decals. Yeah, they are. Aren't they? This clearly has nothing to do with the secession war or whatever the fuck is happening. This is purely about our goddamn decals. Our dripped as fuck decals.
간당 목숨줄만 붙어 있군. 곧 끝장날 수 있을 것 같은데 소감자들로
Struggling.
효율적인 마무리를 명령하시길
갑니다.
단테. 행진했고 이것이 서곡의 피날레다. 너는 확실히 당연한 5번 수감자. 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니 오늘 마시는
이 정도로
일처럼 빠르게 하는 편이 덜 답답한 법이지. 단순해서 좋군 9번 수감자. 물론
거치적거리지만 마.
좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아올 때 달고 짭짤한
40.
준비해두지.
먹지.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않아.
이제야
조금만 더 조심.
검을 덜 갈았었나?
행진의 꽃. 이것이 서곡의 피날레다.
너희의 무기로 이 혈투를 승리로 이끌
점 찍었네.
So, like, you're not imagining Virgilius muttering over the song, right? Correct.
잘 갈려.
왕에다 산피.
One of the things you can get in the game are announcers, which are basically voice packs that say things when certain shit occurs in a combat. The way Dante occasionally just has a little text box pop up at the top there,
소리와 호흡을 멈추고
and you can pick them once you've unlocked them, and they'll just say stuff, and Virgilius is one of them, and I got him from the anniversary stuff that happened is currently going on. And I have him on there because he's like one of the two announcers I have that isn't Dante, that isn't a spoiler of some sort.
추잡하네 기분에 네 비밀스.
So yes, Virgilius is there saying things. You'll see him pop up in a text box with the actual dialogue in English will be read, which is sometimes illegible because of the background. Sometimes even the announcers reveal brand new lore. Amiya says that Ryoshu even thinks in Sangria, and that's hilarious. That is very, very silly. Ryoshu is a silly creature. A silly creature of violence and bloodshed, but a silly creature nonetheless.
시연합니다.
행진의 꽃, 이것이 서곡의 피날레다. 확실히 훌륭하군. 오버하수한다. 덕분에 위험한 순간도 넘어간 적이 많다지. 단순해서 좋군. 9번 수감자. 물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고짭짤할 걸.
꿰뚫려라.
I'm really sad that I missed the fucking Arknights crossover event because it's probably never gonna happen again. Wah.
의심, 암기, 불안과 공포, 그런 것들이 덜끓을 때가 가장 취약하죠. 알아듣겠습니다.
점 찍었네.
지금 적기라는 것입니다. 그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하면 이런 맛이 나는군.
내 피분수
일처럼 빠르게 하는 편이
이 혈투를
덜
승리로 이끌
답답한 법이지.
점 찍었네.
따스한 피, 스며드는 그런 눈높이 왕의 뷰, 하사한다.
엎드리도록.
눈높이를 낮춰라.
엎드리도록.
제가 괜히 먹을 것들을 사들고 오는 것이 아닙니다. 따뜻해. 이런 부수적인 효과를 기대했었죠.
소리와 호흡을 멈추고 이제야 완성된
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가
40.
없진 않았군요. 따뜻해.
억지로 이 정도로 나와 겁나.
예쁘네. 내 피분수
꿰뚫려라.
Once again, the music is fucking fantastic.
나는 가족이 되고 소리가 들리는 것.
이 혈투를 승리로 이끌.
나가서 싸워. 괜히 내가 봐주지.
Especially after the intentionally grating horseshit from the start of the last conto.
왕의 비아산 피, 나는
It's not
가족이
like,
되기엔 약하군.
what do you call it? An intense banger, but it is a vibe. And a jam. Low-key jam, but a jam nonetheless.
행진을 멈추지 마라. 이 좁디 좁은 왕국을
Fucking soda.
넘어 멸망한 그 땅으로 돌아갈 때까지 보아라. 저들이 우리의 모습을 우러러 보는 것을.
I'm not sure how long we'll be going tonight, chat, because I am still kind of fucked up and exhausted, especially since I started back on my workouts yesterday, and it's really hard for me to move around because my legs want to kill me for what I put them through. And my eyes are starting to have problems focusing. So that's fun. Despite some troubles on the way, it seemed that we managed to arrive at our destination, mostly unhurt. What a shocker. Dogwan Yuan, Honglu's old home.
어이쿠,
Dogwan
시간이 얼마
Yuan?
남지 않았네요.
I don't actually know how to pronounce that.
파우스트 씨, 제 작전의 핵심은 이미 이해하셨겠죠?
What is the most important part of your plan?
광경은 아닐 거라 예상합니다.
핵심은 그들이 여러분을 죽이려 들어도 당황하지 않고 기다리는
Your
것일
patience. For everyone's patience. Pronounced Dougland? Oh shit, I don't want to go to Dougtown.
하지만
Dogtown sucks. I've seen that
그
cartoon.
정도는 아닐 거라 생각합니다.
그렇죠. 상대의 그릇이 크기만 하다면야.
어? 죽여? 뭔 얘기야?
그럼 다음 연락은 1차전을 무사히 마친 후에 하는 걸로?
After that cryptic exchange with Faust, Saud leapt gracefully off the moving palanquin as Heathcliff murmured in his half-sleep. We watched her grow smaller and smaller as the distance between us grew, but what really caught our eyes were the scattered humans that the restructuring day had evicted from their homes. They're trying to drag their broken bodies off the road, sobbing and writhing.
참혹하네요. 저희가 도와드릴 수 있는 건 없겠지만
그런 무력한 감각은 업무 효율에 영향을 끼친다. 차라리 반복하여 경험에 익숙해짐을 추천하고 싶군.
Fuck's sake, Merceau. You're not helping.
홍루 씨는 집에 돌아가시는 소감이 어때요?
Sinclair changed the subject, as he is wont to do when stressed.
글쎄요.
말이라고 하냐? 복잡하겠지. 나는 중간에 그냥 다시 돌아갈까 생각만 수백 번 했다고. 만약에 문을 두들겼는데 그 애가 나를...
Heathcliff came to a suffocating stop, his voice trembling lightly as he did so. The other sinners stared at him in confused silence.
뭔데요? 말을 왜 하다가 나는
Oh wow, look at these cool windows. I think we can swap them out with other images and shit. Don't worry guys, I too can change the subject when things become vaguely uncomfortable. I quickly tried to swerve from the subject again, but all I got was Ishmael's scolding glare that seemed to wordlessly tell me, not the time.
기억나요? 각자의 희노애락이 있었던 도시로 향했을 때 여러분들은 모두 버스에서 각자의 풍경을 보고 있었으니까요.
Heathcliff used self-PTSD. It hurt itself in its confusion.
로자 씨는 계속 어설프게
What a
농담을
dingus.
하시려고 했고 싱클레어 씨는 몇 번의 울음을 삼키려고 하셨죠. 그리고 이상 씨는 오랫동안 눈을 감으셨어요. 이스마일 씨는 호수를 내려다보면서 계속 혼잣말을 하셨고 히스클리프 씨는 잔뜩 겁을 먹어서 머리를 수없이 매만지셨어요.
You've really been watching us closely, huh?
우리가 그랬었나?
봄 가버리면 꽃잎 모두 흩어지고 자기만의
I had a feeling that this was how it was going to be. Hong Lu seems really aloof and like detached from the world with his perceptions and how he talks about things, but he is intensely perceptive in worrying ways.
저는 말이죠. 다들 각자마다 모아둔 꽃잎들이 있다고 생각해요.
나 없는데? 그런 걸 왜 모아?
그러면 아직 버리지 않고 있는 것
Fred, you laid eggs in the laundry hamper. Nuh-uh. There was still a transparent smile on his face, but I think I saw a burying, sinking shadow behind it. Huh? The moment I felt that, a familiar light came into view, and I immediately understood what was going on. The golden bow is close, and it is resonating with Hong Lu's fathoms.
묻는 나를 보고 남들은 비웃네. 나 죽고 난 후 묻어줄 사람 누구일까? 봄은 가고 어여쁜 얼굴도 늙어가면 꽃은 지고 사람도 가니 서로 알 길 없구나.
배우기는 왜 항상 이해하기 어려운 시만 읊어? 늙지 않을 방법 같은 건 널렸지 않았어?
머리카락이 희게 새지 않아도 봄은 지나가니까.
꽃잎들은 왜 네가 손수 치우고 있는 거야? 물에 띄어보내면 되잖아. 손에 흙도 다 묻을 텐데.
아까운 말 하지 마라, 오라버니. 잎들을 다 쓸어버리면 어디 가서 비 오는 소리를 듣게? 이건 추억이야. 비 오는 날의 추억. 그러니까 버리지 않을 거야. 그리고 흘러내려가 버리게 되면 꽃을 더럽히게 되잖아. 부욱 오라버니도 부디 품에 있던 잎을 전부 흩어놓지는 마.
Dongwoo? Is there anyone you miss here at Dogwon-yuan?
네, 없네요.
어떻게 그럴 수가 있어요? 가족들이랑 여러 소중한 사람들을 남겨두고 왔을 텐데요.
They've tried to kill him multiple times, Sinclair.
글쎄요. 잘 지내고 있다 믿고 있는다면 구태여 그리운 마음을 가질 연유는 없으니까요.
Interesting. You still treasure your petals? So to speak?
아니요. 출가하면서 전부 흩뿌리고 왔답니다. 그래서 이젠 비 오는 날에는 아무 소리도 들리지 않아요.
I see indeed.
보신 거죠? 단테님.
Yes, I did.
제 기억을.
I did see it. Hong Lu laughed. He wasn't surprised or angry that I peered into his memories. Sinclair, what about anything Hong Lu has said about his family makes you think he'd actually want to be around them? It seems like he does, to an extent. Or that he cares about them. It's just that he's determined that as long as he imagines they're doing well, then he can circumvent that desire and not be affected by it. Which is something psychologically, but I don't know what. Escapism, perhaps? I'm not sure.
어떤 분이세요? 아니면 그 종종 언급하셨던 할머니라는 분이라던가.
Sinclair added carefully. Maybe he was trying to commiserate, tenuous as that connection might have been. We were headed to his home to meet his family anyway.
두 분 다 이치에 밝으셔요. 할머니는 항상 저를 아껴주셨고요. 어머니도
Treated you
아버지도
precisely?
저를 아껴주셨죠.
Uh-huh.
아,
That's
거의 다 도착했나 봐요.
not something I would consider to be
보이네요.
like whatever. This is one massive garden.
본가 안으로 들어가려면 아직 조금 남았어요. 옛날엔
Do you have a whole fucking city essentially at the center of this stuff?
이거 산책하려면 하루 종일도
That
걸을 수
belongs
있겠는데.
entirely to your family? Fuck.
주로 저는 제가 살던 방 주위에서만 다녔어요. 여러모로 위험하니까요.
Dangerous? Why?
잘못된 길을 걷다가는 예상치 못한 사람도 만날 수 있고
Danger,
표적이 될
lost,
수도 있고요.
targeted?
밤에는 앞이 보이지 않을 수도 있잖아요.
그냥 마당에서 달리다가 무릎 깨질 수도 있고 나뭇가지 얼굴 좀 긁히고 그러는 거지.
히스클리프 씨라면 자유롭게 달리셨을 것 같아요. 그래도 항상 조심하는 편이 좋아요.
Hmm.
제가 5살 때는 나뭇가지에 누가 치명적인 독을 발라놓았어요.
독을?
Poison.
히스클리프 씨처럼 뛰노는 걸 좋아하는 동생이 있었는데
Ah.
우연인지 딱 그 주위의 나뭇가지에 독이 묻어 있었던 거죠.
어떻게 되었는가?
What do you mean coincidence?
괜찮아졌을 거예요. 수빈이 백밤만 자고 나면 괜찮아질 거라고 했거든요.
Uh-huh.
수빈은 언제나 똑똑했으니까 그렇게 되었을 거예요.
Why do I feel like Honglu lies to himself so intensely that he believes it to be the truth and reality? Like, that person's dead, right? Is it just me? Did that story not have the air of that person being actually dead and they just like lied to Honglu about it, and Honglu either took it at face value or knew that they were dead and just kind of convinced himself that they weren't, even though he never saw them again? It wasn't long before our arrival to a new place within Dagwang Yuan was made known by the palanquin bearer's sonorous announcement.
이렇게 많아. 대화청은 또 뭐야?
대화청?
쉽게 말하면 연애를 여는 방이라고 할까요?
Banquets.
그런 용도 치곤 여긴 하나의 마을 같은 걸.
호수인가요?
아, 그건 연못이랍니다.
연못?
도착하면 저랑 시춘이를 환영하는 자리가 마련되어 있을 거예요. 아, 로자 씨도 오랜만에 정말 배부르게 드실 수 있겠네요.
도착하기 전부터 이렇게 설렌 적은 처음인 것 같아.
Something Rhodia and her stuffing fetish.
배인가요? 배를 정박해둔 거예요?
아, 네. 가끔 뱃놀이를 나가기도 했거든요. 아, 그리고 연못
How big is this boat?
시춘이 지내는 건물도 있답니다.
You each get a building of your own?
네. 그래서 처음
우와.
수원을 떠났을 때 다른 곳에서는 한 건물에 온 가족이 함께 지낸다는 게 신기했답니다.
What the fuck is this ridiculous excess?
그러기 위해서 따로 쓰는 걸요?
이거 대화가 제대로 이어지는 거 맞아요?
This is truly some Chinese royal family horseshit going on here.
처음부터 홍로군의 집으로 잡아주지 그리하였소.
그건 곤란해요, 돈키호테 씨. 출가할 때 할머니와 어르신들께서 꼭 당부하시던 말이 있었거든요. 때가 되면 자연스럽게 발걸음은 돌아올 것이니 그 전까지는 많은 것을 그저 보고 있으라고. 언제 오려나 했는데 시간이 속절없이 흘러 정말 와버렸네요.
Most sinners did not welcome their turn. Some of them were even terrified of it. Sometimes they had to confront what they'd been avoiding all their lives. And for some, important things that were once forgotten or lost were waiting for their return. But their reluctance is really not surprising at all. I don't think I'd welcome an opportunity to get my memories back with open arms if it was thrust upon me out of nowhere, especially if I was getting dragged there against my will. But despite the fact that it couldn't be more obvious that his turn had arrived, Honglu was as tranquil as he always was. He's always been able to remain aloof no matter what happens. Maybe it won't be different this time, either. But even so, can I judge that so hastily?
가시 보크라님 행차시오.
Again, with the palanquin bearer's deep, full-throated pronouncement of our arrival, the door opened.
자, 필요하실 텐데 어서 들어오세요.
Oh, shit. Leaving behind the sinners, who were still reeling from the astronomical level of opulence at display, Hong Lu bounced lightly off the palanquin and moseyed into the building.
그거 참 설렘도 떨림도 없는 차분한 걸음걸이구려.
그러게요.
좋은 집에만 살아서 뭐 무서울 것도 어색할 것도 없다. 이거 아니겠냐?
그래도 홍루군의 마음 한구석에는 가족들에 대한 그리움이 남아있을 것 같지 않은가?
Once we all left the palanquin,
모든 것이 상당히 넓고 거대하구려.
하인들도 대체 몇 명이래요?
they have a lot, apparently.
아, 술시가 되면 할머니가 방문하신다네요. 그때 시작될 것 같아요.
Thank you for the follow, Sukusuku21. Appreciate that. What the fuck is Zuhor?
술씨는
2 hour?
19시부터
Perhaps?
21시 사이를
Ah,
의미합니다.
yes, it is hour.
동부의 특정 지역에서 간혹 사용되는 고유 시간 체계죠. 추가로
God damn it.
홍루 씨의
Fucking
조모인 가문은
Yanni.
이 대관원의 가주입니다.
Popcorn.
홍원의 수장이라고 이해하시면
I haven't had popcorn in a
틀리지
while.
않습니다.
I should get some the next time I go to the store.
친인척인 날개의 대표 라.
네, 이제 곧 다음 후계자에게 가주를 넘겨주실 테지만요.
이제 와서 가주의 자리를 넘기려는 이유가 뭐지?
Otis, as she probably saw an ulterior motive behind every move, inquired.
언제나 때가 올 거라고 하시긴 했어요. 당신께선 너무 오랫동안 맡으셨다며 말이죠.
갑자기 나타나서 가주 대전에 참가한다고 하면 깜짝 놀라시겠어요.
글쎄요. 어쩌면 담담하실지도 모르겠어요. 구태여 나갈 이유는 없지만 나가지 않을 이유도 없었으니까요.
저쪽에 시추님과 웨이님이 앉아 계세요. 다행히 무사히 도착하신 모양인데요.
Jia Shichun, who arrived before us, shot us the briefest glance before looking away with exaggerated disinterest.
시추님이 저희를 보자마자 고개를 획 꺾으셔.
그 잠깐 사이에 되게 서먹해졌네요.
오, 우리도 시춘군의 옆에 가서 앉는 것이 어떤가?
틀렸어. 우린 이제 저기로 못 가.
어째서 온 말인가?
저희는 이제 가시춘 씨의 세력이 아닙니다. 적으로 취급받는 것이 당연할 테죠.
Yes, it is, but it still sucks. I did like her to an extent, at least.
전장은 언제나 모략과 배신이 도사리는 곳이지. 오늘의 아군은 내일의 적이 되기도 하고.
You'd have experience with that, wouldn't you, Otis?
또 돌려서 하고.
방금 뭐?
아, 부모님이 저기 계시네요.
갑자기 바로 간다고?
Well, guess what? I don't know, Mike. What happened? What occurred?
아버지 조남은 가시정, 그리고 어머니는
Mother's name is
대관원에서
Jiang of
왕부인이라고
the Ya
불리신답니다.
family.
출가 이후 처음으로 인사 올립니다.
Is it chicken butt?
가시보, 지금 귀가했습니다.
벌써 왔느냐?
보가 이게 몇 년 만이니?
Oh, look.
오랜만에 얼굴을 보니
Fucking ads. BRB got an ad. Yeah, I'm gonna go bathroom. Go take care of yourselves, chat. I return. So what's up, Mike? What you got rolling? Dost thou wish to announce? Got me another cherry soda while I was up. It was wild how you hunted him in a single pull. Oh, nice. You got our boy Clippo and his horse. Very cool. Very nice. Congratulations on that. I'll get him someday. Wait, is he a regular ID or is he a fucking... Is he worth uptie 4ing? I'm pretty sure he is. Pretty sure you can just kind of chuck him into whatever and he'll work fine. And he's powerful by himself. You can shard Wild Hunt. Oh, okay.
어떤 말부터 해야 할지.
Wild Hunt Clippo is pretty fucking strong as far as I'm aware. He's really good syncing identity. Yeah. The father, Jia Zhang's eyes dart nervously between us and Hong Lu. Meanwhile, his mother gingerly brings him in for a careful embrace as though she was in the presence of something so utterly, deeply moving. It was more than pure joy of reunion. Counter is complicated though.
극진히 환영해 주시니 감사해요.
그런데 같이 온 분들은 누구니?
대단한 숫자는 아니지만 밖에서 사귄 제 친구들이랍니다.
부하라고 소개하던
I feel like 12 friends is a good number to make out in the world.
야, 그거
Oh, look at him. Hong Lu's mother slowly turns around to look at us. I mean, it's a weird thing to say, but somehow it almost felt like she was looking down at each of us one by one.
반가워요. 우리 보기가 어릴 때부터 참 고집이 많았던 아이여서 어쩌면 같이 다니기에 조금 고생스러웠을 텐데 개의치 않고 부디 잘 보살펴.
고집이요? 홍루 씨가요?
Whatever it was she said, they don't seem all too happy to hear that.
보가 왜 친구분들이 너를 그런 이름으로 부르게 두는 거니? 선인들께서 점지해주신 너의 고귀한 이름을 두고.
Oh no.
왜 갑자기?
Hong Lu reached out and gently yet indifferently held his mother's violently trembling hands.
당연하잖아요, 어머니. 그 고귀한 이름이니까요.
그렇지. 아무나 입에 담을 만큼 가벼운 이름이 결코 아니니.
Wow, she so obviously seems to care about Hong Lu, and yet she's such a fucking arrogant shithead at the same time that I think she's neat and I hate her at the same time. Wow. Impressive.
아무렴 그렇고 말고.
What do you mean? We always call him poor boy McShitass. Yeah, he told us to call him that. What do you mean? I like how he said it was too noble, by far. Too noble indeed for us to call him that, and I feel like he's saying, no, it's ridiculous. It's like unnecessarily pompous, I think is what he's saying. For my close companions to call me that. Fucking arrogant bullshit. I think that's what he's saying with that line. And his mother is like, oh yes, of course, we can't let the pores say your actual name. That would be disgraceful. We found him in a trash can licking a can of beans, lady. What do you want from us? I feel like that's not how we found him.
이쪽도 원래 이름이란 게 있었어?
그거 있잖아. 피사에서 홍루 보고 보옥도련님이라고 불렀었던 거 기억 안 나?
지난번 홍원에서 결투할 때도 가씨 가문의 보옥이라고 이름을 밝혔었죠.
Yeah.
사정이 있어서 다른 이름을 쓰는구나 했지만
뭐 우리랑 다르게 고귀하신 이름이다 이거냐? 부르면 닳기라도 하나.
고작 이름인데 부른다고 닳진 않아요. 아, 하지만 닳는다고 믿으시는 분들도 계셨던 것 같네요.
그 이름을 여기저기서 쓰고 다니지 않은 건 잘했구나.
그래. 네 소중한 이름이 저자에 널리 퍼지면 너를 암습할 자가 얼마나 많겠니? 당장 이곳에서도.
Lady, they were trying to kill us the whole way here, though. Greg says his name. Value stocks instantly plummet. I mean, Greg isn't even a person by these people's standards, probably. He's a product or some shit. Fucking ridiculous Chinese imperial politics ass motherfuckers.
모친의 말씀대로 홍무 씨의 본명은 H사에 한 번이라도 연이 닿은 자라면 충분히 홍원의 일원이라는 걸 알아차릴 수 있는 지명도를 갖고 있죠.
Human rights? I thought we left those. I don't think human rights ever existed anywhere in the city that since we've been here playing this game. So I suppose we have.
어떻게 세상에 쓰일 것인지를 담아 짓곤 하지.
내 놈, 이름의 뜻이 뭐지?
제 이름은 부모님뿐만 아니라 많은 분의 소망을 담아서 만들어졌죠. 태어날 때부터 옥을 가지고 태어났다는 뜻이랍니다.
가부. 끔찍하군. 홍루가 낫겠어.
조용히 말하세요.
My wife wants to watch Purple, but I want to watch Bao Yu channel. It's a struggle.
혹시라도 보옥도련님
It's a real struggle.
이름으로 불러대야 한다면 차라리 길잡이 그 작자한테.
Battle Tower's fun. I got kind of tired of it real fast. I had to do it in chunks. I could feel the horrified gaze of the servant staring at us.
네, 계속 홍루라고 불러주셔도 괜찮답니다.
That's saying a lot. Heathcliff knows exactly what Virgilius is capable of. Saying he'd rather get his ass beat a little bit by Virgilius instead of calling Hong Lu something even vaguely like servile or whatever the fuck means many things. We wouldn't have finished Heathcliff's canto if it wasn't for Virgilius stepping in. And I'm pretty sure that Heathcliff knows that very well. So. Then again, Heathcliff does also just say shit idly without thinking too much, so. But he usually comes up with those kind of things subconsciously. And then regrets it later, even though it's true.
귀빈들께선 자리에 앉아주시길 청하옵니다. 곧 음식을 내올 것이니.
Hong Lu brings a collection of the poor to meet his parents. His mother falls into stage 4 rich lady flustering and dies.
진짜 먹으라고 주는 거?
Truly, she was afflicted with a terrible case of the vapors and exploded upon being in the same room as someone who has like only $5 in their bank account. Why does this feel like more ridiculous Victorian rich person bullshit going on than Heathcliff's Kanto, which was literally Victorian fucking rich person clownery. Is it because there was a murder mystery going on there as well? And this is just like rich people politics and affluence occurring? I don't think I've ever been intimidated by food before. There was quite literally a mountain of dishes on the table. I was starting to wonder if the purpose of these dishes was more to flaunt their wealth than to actually feed us a reasonable amount of food.
이거 말이야. 리필 되는 거지?
Wuthering Heights was about soon-to-be destitute rich people. That's true. They were on their way down, weren't they? This is advanced Asian clownery, and rich Asian people are nuts. I feel, from what I've seen of the world, rich people in general are just kind of stupid and insane and act in a way that doesn't make any sense. But I suppose it depends how quickly you get there with the scale of your wealth. I've never read that book. I've heard of it. I've definitely heard of it. I should read more books about things that are occurring. Anyway. Oh, Rhodia's going off tonight. Anyway, what's up with those empty seats over there? Are we still killing time for some guests to arrive, or?
그건 아닐 것 같아요. 이곳에 참석하는 걸 원하지 않은 이 대관원 어딘가에 있는 제 형 누나들이
They're dead, aren't they?
오늘은 저를 환영하기 위해 만들어진 자리니까요. 있어봤자 시간 낭비라고 생각하는 걸 거예요.
거참 얼마나 부지런하게 사는 사람들이길래.
감옥께서 당도하셨나이다.
감옥께서 당도하셨나이다.
I see. With the announcement, utter silence quickly devoured the busy hubbub of the banquet. What is this? Some kind of time for time killing? Those who were sitting quickly rose to their feet and bowed, while those who were standing knelt down on all fours, their backs bent so low that their foreheads were nearly touching the floor. Rhodia's lack of class and palpable loathing of rich people strikes several individuals down. Good. Funny. And the woman walking out from between them, the crowd itself parting down the middle from her sheer presence.
아, 할머니가 오셨네요.
Oh. Was Honglu's grandmother, the family hierarch of H Corp and its chief executive director. Jiamu's presence was at once warm, gentle, yet immense and overwhelming, like a personification of an insurmountable mountain.
가모님을 뵙습니다. 뭐야? 우리도 숙여야 해? 고개?
이미 접시에 고개를 파먹고 있으니까 괜찮지 않을까?
Greg, got her.
흑수처럼 보이는 사람들도 있어요.
Guys, everything's gonna be fine as long as we don't do anything stupid. As everyone was bowing before Jiamu, awed and humbled. Only Honglu looked straight at Jiamu without bowing. Then he got up from his seat and walked towards her.
할머니, 오랜만에 인사드려요.
보옥도련님, 가까이 올라오시죠.
It seemed that a special permission was needed to even stand next to her, as Honglu was allowed to approach her only after the servant gave him the go-ahead.
호가 얼마나 고단하고 여의치 않은 여정이었느냐.
그렇지 않아요, 할머니. 함께했던 분들이 모두 친절히 대해주신 덕에 새로운 걸 많이 배울 수 있었는걸요?
배움을 통달하고자 했다면 어떤 학문이든 다 빼어난 선생을 모셔 글방에 앉혀놓을 수도 있었겠지만 글방에 앉아 아무리 학문에 능통해졌다 하더라도 그저 그뿐일 뿐. 우리는 고기 네가 세상 물정에 능통해지고 세월을 허투루 보내지 않길 바라였다.
네, 알아요, 할머니. 과분한 기회였다는 걸요.
그래도 가주자리를 내려놓기 전에 이렇게 잊지 않고 들려줘서
Hunter?
고맙구나.
Yeah.
아무래도
He is.
홍루건이 림버스 컴퍼니에 합류한 것은 일종의 그란 트리스머였던 모양이군.
Don. Guys, we're having another Don moment. Gran Turismo of shorts. What the fuck? Don's talking through an like through massive squirrel cheeks full of food. I know this for a fact. I need to read over her dialogue again because it seemed a little twisting and weird, and I need to make sure I actually understood it. Despite Kanto 7, she remains on Aura bankruptcy. Well, yeah, she used all of the Aura she could have possibly had up in that Kanto. Her Aura is sealed in her stinky ass fucking running shoes that she will not be taking off because of her contract. Oh god damn, my legs want me dead. Alright, I've read it. I know what's going on.
아무래도 홍루건이 림버스 컴퍼니에 합류한 것은 일종의 그란 트리스머였던 모양이군.
Yeah, you have book smarts, but are you street or business smart? What the fuck does she mean by Gran Turismo? In this context, it's not that she can't be serious. She's a goober for the love of the game. Yes, she is. Gran Turismo, my beloved. Yeah. Limbu's Chumpany. Fucking, Gran Turismo is, if you remember correctly, a long, enduring race. The next two lines outline it. Oh.
그란 트리스머? 그게 뭔데?
Fucking Rhodia is talking with her mouth full as well. We're gonna get killed. We're gonna get fucking murdered for our fucking lack of table manners. They're gonna beat us to death with sticks. We're going to be killed for associating with these absolute fucking slobs. I love them so much. Oh, this is 100% worth the impending violence this is going to incur.
너희 둘 다 주둥이에 집어넣은 것 좀 삼키고 말할 수는 없나?
Grand Tour, literally, or something like that. That
유명한
makes
집안의
sense.
도련님들은 본격적인 대외 활동에 나서기 전에 집안에서 여행을 보내기도 한다네.
책으로는 배울 수 없는 다양한 경험을 얻고 바깥의 문물에 익숙해지기 위함이다.
저기 있는 시춘이와는 이미 한 번 인사를 나누었다지.
그럼요.
They seem short for ogres.
총명한 아이야. 가주 심사 또한 허튼 마음으로 나가는 것이 아닐 테다.
맞아요. 시춘이라면 영민하게 잘 해내겠죠.
그래. 어르신들께는 인사를 드렸느냐?
곧 방문드리려고요.
왕부인도 이곳으로 올라오거라.
송구합니다, 가문님.
Honglu's mother hurried up to where Jiamu stood. So Don Quixote's intent in sending Sancho away, were she not deathly depressed? Yeah. I expect there was something of that going on there. But also to, like, save her from the fucking violence occurring in La Mancha land.
하나뿐인 아들이 출가하여 강호를 떠돌고 있으니 마음이 편치 않을 것이다.
Oh no, not beyond the hedges. Whatever will he do? There are poor people out there.
저는 우리 보기가 이렇게 제 몫을 하는 사내가 되어 무탈한 모습으로 돌아오니 그것만으로도 더 이상 바랄 게 없습니다. 그러니 보가 재촉할 생각은 없지만 다음 출가 날짜는 언제니?
아직 정해진 건 없어요, 어머니.
Now we are back to where we were at the start of the in media res section.
나는 그저 이곳에 계속 머물러 있다가는
He thinks by nice seeing you. There seems to be something where he like can't stay here.
어서 소임을 다하고 돌아와야 가모님께서 맺어주신 그 약조도 지키지 않겠니?
그래. 잃지도 말고 잊지도 말거라. 너는 우리 가문의 하나뿐인 옥이니 우리의 둘도 없는 진귀한 보물. 이 속세에 남아있지 말고 때가 되면 다시 떠나 그 가치를 다하거라.
그럴게요, 할머니, 어머니.
It's true, he did die like a lot, repeatedly, for complete and total bullshit reasons at times. The amount of times Honglu was killed over hair coupons at this point, I imagine, would cause everyone in the room and that is part of his immediate family to explode. I think they'd just die on the spot. So what, was he supposed to be a human sacrifice? I don't know. Not sure yet. I thought the sinners were doomed to chew uncomfortably through this incredibly awkward meal, but Jiamu and her retinue of Heisho left the banquet hall quite promptly after that exchange. It was as though they had no more reason to remain here.
어찌하여 저들은 홍루군이 당도하자마자 떠나는 날을 묻는 것인가?
Yeah, it is weird.
그러게요. 아끼는 것처럼 보이다가도.
아끼는 모습도 통상적인 가정에서 자식을 애틋하게 여기는 감정과는 다소 일반적이지 않은 방향성이었다.
보.
That's when an unfamiliar, chipper voice hopped jovially into our conversation.
왜 나를 제일 먼저 찾아주지 않았어? 내가 머물던 건물은 네가 출가했을 때 이후로 쭉 같았단 말이야.
Who the fuck is this?
아, 누나구나. 오랜만이야. 여기까지 와서 자리를 채워준 거구나. 고마워.
보호기가 오는지 미리 알았더라면 우리 설씨 가문의 다른 사람들까지 불러왔을 텐데. 반 오라버니도 얼마나 보호기의 안부를 궁금해했다고. 허기나.
Yichun, who had been sitting in complete silence for the entire banquet, muttered quietly to herself.
보, 이곳에 온 다음에 또 누구에게 인사를 올렸어?
부모님과 가모님께 방금 문안드렸어.
정말? 그러면 내가 첫 번째네.
He made a cheerful remark before leaning close up to his eye.
네 옥은 언제 봐도 아름지고 깨끗하다.
The fuck do they mean by his jade?
네가 떠난 뒤에도 계속 기억하려고 그 색과
Is it his eyes that make him a jade
걸고
piece?
다녔어. 어때? 잘 보여?
Just that he was born with eyes of a
계속
specific color?
기억해줬다니 고마워.
저 그런데 누구야?
아니 오랜만에 분위기 좋아한데가 참 그새를 못 참고.
I agree with Greg. Rhodia stepped forward, unable to stand the curiosity.
아, 여기는 말이죠.
보차라고 한답니다. 설가 보차. 보호기와 깊은 인연을 맺고 있답니다.
깊은 인연?
Greg, nothing about that was normal? Agreed.
우리는 언약한 사이니 깊은 인연이라 부르는 게 어울리지 않겠나요?
Normies explode type of energy? Yeah.
그렇게 놀라실 일도 아니랍니다. 어르신들이 지나가듯 약속해서 맺는 인연은 워낙 흔하니까요.
True.
아니 그래도 말 한마디라도 해주지 그랬어.
어차피 제가 혼인을 하는 건 이 민버스 컴퍼니를 떠났을 때일 텐데요. 그러니 굳이 알릴 필요는 없다고 생각했답니다.
저 아까 살짝 들렸는데 보호기의 친구분들이시라고요?
Know your
보호기가
own
지금까지
chans?
바깥에서 어떤 생활을 하고 지냈는지 너무너무 궁금한데 괜찮다면 소녀에게 그대들의 여행기를 들려주실 수 있을까요?
어리는 가라. 함부로 들을 이야기가 아니니.
왜요? 저 피비린내 나는 이야기 엄청 좋아하는데.
아, 보차 누나의 취미 중 하나가 도시 괴담 서적 모으기였거든요.
Oh no, she's a true crime hoe.
그렇다면
Makes a big sis and Angie
들려주도록
yandere.
할까?
다른 분들은요? 저 모험담 정말 좋아하는데.
She may be an Asian woman of
앞으로 후회하지 않을 자신 있겠어.
deeply involved in imperial court politics, but she is 100% a white girl true crime podcast listener. He has that energy, and it scares me.
자, 앉아보시게. 이제부터 끝내주게 용맹스러운 모험담의 이야기가 펼쳐질 테니.
She said love 3 times in a row. Definitely yandere, 100%. It's one of the signs.
식사 끝났으면 얌전히 각자가 머물 곳으로 돌아가는 게 어때?
시춘이는 오늘도 화가 많이 났구나. 네 세가의 사람들이 큰
He wants
전투에
Northern Lion
휘말려서
play Road to
많이
Empress
죽었다고
2.
들었어. 어찌나
I believe it.
안타까웠던지. 눈물을 닦았던 손수건만 해도 3장이 넘었지 뭐니?
And in the opposite corner, our tsundere, indeed.
맞아?
The grumpy short one.
건 가주대전에서 보여줄 활약과는 아무 관계없어.
시춘이는 언제나 자신감 있어 보여서 보기 좋은 거 있지?
그리고 보차 언니도 조심하는 게 좋을걸. 보옥 오빠 저렇게 맹하게 웃는 척하다가 뒤통수 치는 게 못 본 사이에 재주가 된 것
Was
같으니까.
best tsundere? She's certainly up there.
갑자기 뒤통수 치는 게 재주가 되었다니 무슨 소리야?
시춘이랑 사이가 조금 틀어졌거든.
아하, 시춘이가 너를 포섭하려고 했던 모양이구나. 탐낼만 했을 거야. 보기는 옛날부터 언제나 해맑게 웃고만 있었는데도 누구보다 실력이 일치월장했으니까.
그냥 하다 보니까 잘 되었어.
좀 재수없는 스타일이긴 했었다. 그치?
저런 유형도 드물지만 있는 법이니까요.
It's true.
그러고 보니 혹시 치우 오라버니를 오다가 만난 적 있어?
나는 못 보았지만 이분들은 만났어.
The fuck is that? She placed her hand over her chest as though she'd just survived an incredibly dangerous accident before eyeing us anxiously.
그래서 어떻게 되었어? 사이와를 포섭하려고 했던 건 알아. 포섭이라고 믿는 사람은 사이와 걔만 빼고 아무도 없었던 것 같지만.
It must have been a pretty open secret among the candidates that Jia Xiu was trying to ally with Shi Yihua.
같이 있던 이화 형님의 목이 잘렸어.
어머, 팽이 언니, 종이 언니?
What? What the fuck?
이번이 세 번째인가 그럼? 비와도 참 여전히 그 경거망동한 버릇을
Oh.
고친다니까.
Oh, she's asking if they cut his head off. Like, to be like, shut up, you're being punished, or if they actually killed him. Since he can be resurrected as long as his brain is intact. I see.
치우 오라버니는 가주대전이 다가왔으니 곧 올 거라고 생각은 했어. 뒷골목에 돈다는 그 흉흉한 노랫말은 대관원에
Yeah,
모르는
that song
사람이
is
없을
weird.
거야.
Still don't know what it's about
소식이 들려올
entirely,
때마다
but it's
대관원 분위기가 흉악해져서
definitely
무서워
something I'm not
죽겠다니까, 정말. 그리고
feeling great
다행이지.
over.
치우 오라버니는 가주대전에서 나를 먼저 노리진 않을 테니까.
어째서지?
당연히 곧바를 죽이기엔 제가 지나치게 사랑스러운 탓이겠죠. 그리고 치우 오라버니가 목표로 하는 게 뭔지는 모르겠지만 적어도 저희 설씨 가문은 아닐 테니까요.
그럴 수도 있겠다.
Bochai took a step toward Honglu and leaned in close to his face. Sure? Yeah.
여전히 내게서 좋은 향이
You're laying it on really thick there, Baochai.
보처 누나에게선 고약한 향이 난 적이 한 번도 없었는걸?
I don't know what you're talking about, Baochai. You've never been stinky.
보, 나는 쭉 형무원을 거쳐하고 있어. 떠나기 전 꼭 내게 들려줘야 해.
Cute, so you'll forgive me. Yeah. With that, she gracefully walked out of the
저희도 이만
room.
돌아가는 게 어떨까요?
Curl at
이곳은
this
핵심한
rate
배우도
just to blow
바로
him?
칸칸해지거든요.
No, this is an act. I'm sure this is something to get into his favor so she can use him politically somehow. She doesn't give a fuck about him. I'm sure about that. Pretty dark around high hour.
너 집 왜 떠났냐?
별거 아니랍니다. 어릴 때 종종 같이 놀던 누나예요.
More concerned about her trying to eat his eyes? There's also that.
대관원에서 제게 친절을 보여주신 얼마 안 되는 분 중 하나였죠.
So where should we head to next then?
그러게? 이런 집이면 이번엔 정말 기대해봐도 되는 거지?
Honestly, I had expected Rodian to have
제
fucking
손님으로 오셨으니 대관원 안에 있는 제 방에서 묵으면 될 거예요.
passed out from how much she's stuffed herself with at this point. Considering all the dialogue we've had about her going hog and intending to go hog at the banquet.
그리 멀지 않아서 가마 없이도 금방 갈 수 있답니다.
But I guess she's not that ridiculous. Bad news, it wasn't actually incest. Something something, that one fucking image that has the text, that one fucking manga panel about how it's not actually good if they're not blood related or whatever. Alright, y'all, I just got hit with a fucking wave of fatigue out of nowhere. So I'm gonna call it here. Which I find annoying, but no, I'm gonna be awake for a while. I gotta stay up and actually like get back to my normal sleeping schedule instead of what I fucked it up to the last couple days. Thankfully, with how tired I am, that shouldn't be hard. Aside from the staying up part. But we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back doing this conto. Getting into it. So, thanks for coming, everybody. Appreciate all the talks. It was a good time as always. Y'all are great, and I love you, and I'm glad you show up. And I'll see you tomorrow. That's the end of the scene. Yeah, it did seem like we hit a transition, so good time to at least. All right. Check is working. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow for more Conto time. Bye-bye.